OGO Will, probably going to be my favorite video throughout the entire week, guys. We got a great discussion and a great debate, so I hope you guys all enjoy. Who other than Envy Hastro to make a point out there and then spark a lot of heat in the industry. Last time we talked about Hastro and maybe a potential meme, it was hoodie selling organizations. This guy cannot catch a break with the statements he is now making, as he has now stated that owning a Counter-Strike global offensive team is like lighting money on fire. All of this sparked by DeKay. I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of tweets out there, but DeKay tweeting out about the Envy roster and how he could run a better team with his eyes closed, and it provoked a lot of responses, so let's get into it. As it was first DeKay saying, tell me how it makes any sense that X-Chaos were available, yet Envy looked at their lineup and went, yeah, I think we will just keep Legia and co. Get me out of here. I could run a better team with my eyes closed. And then later when he asks Envy and Hastro, he says, do you even care about CSGO? What are you even doing? Do you have a goal in mind? If you haven't reached out to them, you clearly like lighting money on fire. Instead of saying you care about CSGO, actually do something, to which Hastro now says, actually, operating almost any CS team is lighting money on fire right now. There are no underlying assets to support the spend where top players' salaries are. I'm sure you could run a fantastic team if you had unlimited cash, but what happens when you can't cover your costs? And it gets even worse, I would say here, guys, especially reading outside in. Unless I misread this other statement, DeKay says better teams have been available for far less money. Stop. To which Hastro says, I can buy lots of better things for far less money. Doesn't mean I have to buy them. And to that, I'm just like, oh man, I hope he understands what that sounds like. And I don't know what he thought it sounded like when he typed it out. I can buy far better things for far less money does not mean I have to buy them. This coming from a man who has now been called out ever since that tweet for the exorbitant Envy current CSGO salaries. And in case you guys don't know Envy CSGO, Envy is an overall organization, especially with the Dallas Empire and with Rocket League and with a pretty good Valorant team as well, have been doing just fine. But when you make statements like these, and you also, for a Counter-Strike global offensive team, have been paying 10K plus per month salaries, and along with that, you competed only, what, a handful of times throughout the entire year. At one point in time, there was, I believe, a 6-month drought where we barely saw Envy on the map whatsoever. It is no shock out there and surprise that Envy mismanaged a lot around their CSGO team, and at one point in time, people forgot they even had a team. So yes, when there are other available talent out there for far less money, it sucks to see Hastro say something like this. Let's bounce back a second, though, to when he says owning any CS team right now is like lighting money on fire. I do agree with that. He's not the only owner to actually say this statement. He's not the only one to agree with that statement. It just hurts all the more for someone like him to say that when he clearly has made a lot of choices that burn money a lot faster than a lot of other teams. When I tweeted this out, even someone like Ocelot did agree that, you know, owning a team in CS is like burning money. Yeah, but some teams just do it a bit slower than others, okay? So I understand completely where DeKay's anger is, and I think a lot of people do. Hastro didn't lie. It's just the predicament that he is in right now, the situation he is in, that just makes hearing those words come from him hurt all the more. As they do continue a bit of a back and forth, Hastro saying, look, I don't expect you to understand. All the best. We'll talk more about it soon. The honest truth is that there is little support for CS from a monetization standpoint, especially in North America where we operate. Happy to discuss more soon. To which DeKay goes, Chaos were free agents, better, and demanded less salary. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm well aware of the lack of support, so why choose not to trim the fat and get a better team? And then when talking about financial feasibility of CSGO rosters, it was actually Sean coming forward and talking about his time with Triumph. He is still their general manager, saying nothing but respect for Hastro and Envy, truly a blueprint in our industry. With that being said, Triumph managed to build a successful CSGO program in 2020, top 5 in North America with victories over Cloud9, Liquid, all while virtually breaking even financially during a pandemic. We also managed to build a brand around our team and engage with fans all year despite not having a central facility to work out of and virtually zero budget in comparison to most tier 1 organizations like Envy. With all due respect, it is not about money. It's about passion. So certainly it is possible for some teams like Triumph to virtually break even. For other big teams out there, especially once those salaries do scale at large, you know, to some tremendous salaries, can you still then break even, or can you still even get those players to push you to the next level, of which Envy is trying to be at and has certainly not gotten to? Again, there's so many questions and so many little side things to talk about here, guys. The overall point, Envy Hastro again under fire for saying that owning a CSGO team is like lighting money on fire, whilst probably running one of the most mismanaged rosters we have seen in quite some time for the amount of money being spent. What do you guys think, huh? Take a sip for me, drink some water, drink some coffee. I'll catch you back here in the next one. What a way to start the week, huh?